Good morning, friends. This is Shivakkumar, and I am seeing in my comment section many people are asking. Actually, I am not having any coding language or IT background. Actually, I am from either core engineering or from arts degree, and for me, it is very difficult to learn programming like Java, .NET, or Python, C, C++, and many new coding languages. It is very difficult for me to think very logically. So for those peoples actually definitely but they are more interested. Actually, I'm seeing many people actually they are more interested to enter SAP. They are more interested to enter IT field, but they are not having the coding experience, and they feel it is very difficult for them do coding, because actually for coding you need to understand the requirement whatever the business is giving or a functional consultant is giving, and then you need to map that functional process to the existing system. If it is not a standard functionality in your ERP system, then actually you need to go for the development. You need to fulfill the gap. So for that actually you need to create a Z business process or Z coding or whatever it may be. Okay, everything need coding and development is required. So it is for some people actually definitely it is very difficult for them to learn and think logically, because actually they need some analytical or some background knowledge on coding process is required. So to map the fulfill the development as requested by the client. Okay, so for those people definitely if they are willing to enter the IT field, definitely SAP will be the best choice, because for as a functional consultant they need only the business process, either SD, production planning, quality management, plant maintenance, extended warehouse management, GTS, and then actually environment and health safety. So they need to know the business. If they are having the core or a domain field experience in purchasing or sales, manufacturing, or plant maintenance, or quality management, so those kind of people can easily get into SAP. No need for them to know coding. If they know coding, if they are interested to know the coding, they can it is very easy for them to work in the SAP projects, because they can able to debug or they can code some minimum, actually not like a full-fledged ABAP developer or a HANA developer kind of thing, but actually the functional consultants can, if they know the basic coding knowledge, then it is easy for them to read the functionality whatever coded in the system, and they can, without a technical consultant help, they can do that. But it is not possible for all of them. Say for example, a person who worked for some 15 years in domain or core engineering or some purchasing or sales and distribution kind of thing, and at one point of time they are willing to switch over to IT field, because the salary is good in IT, right, compared to other domain industry and engineering field. So definitely actually IT field salary is definitely comparatively higher than the domain field or any domain oriented jobs, right? So for those people definitely it's a God's blessing. SAP is very suitable for them, so they can easily once they got the experience in domain industry, or do certification as a fresher. If they are some fresher, actually college passed out freshers actually feel actually they are unable to do coding if they are entering coding, they won't shine in the career. For those people definitely SAP will be the good choice. They can do certification and then try to get internship in any company, or they can try for fresher openings, so they can enter as a programmer analyst or fresher. So and then actually after getting training they can work as an associate. So then actually the senior consultant, and like that the ladder goes, right? Actually depends on their interest. Okay, one important thing for entering any SAP field without coding knowledge, definitely you need to have an interest to enter IT field, and then you need to know the importance of SAP. Showing you need to show the interest in learning SAP, and you need, as already told, you need to show or ready to accept the changing, fast changing environment. You need to work with any kind of client, whatever task you are allotted, you need to accept that without hesitation. And you need to have a good communication is very important for an SAP job, right? Actually, without communication you cannot work with even with your team, within your team, or with a client, or a business lead, or a business person, or a mediator between the IT team and the business team. So definitely English language is very important. So if you are having additional language experience, communication language experience in other foreign languages, that will be an added advantage for you. And then actually you need to learn the diversified business process, and you need to cultivate your fast learning capacity. So these are very important. Say client focus to be improved, and then actually you need to have a new technology oriented knowledge. You need to learn more, and then you are able to teach other guys and make them to understand. So these are the actually giving training, imparting training, or giving knowledge transfer. Those are the important requirement for an SAP consultant, right? You need to develop on those skills. So definitely you will become even actually without coding knowledge you can enter IT field. And for those who are feeling very hard, saying they are scared with the coding, right? So those people definitely enter SAP and work as a functional consultant, right? And is a definitely a blessing for them to enter SAP field, and a good package. I hope actually the video is very useful. Many people are asking me, so that is what I decided to prepare this video. Thanks for watching my video. This is GB Shivakkumar signing off.